Hey guys, welcome to Sprint 1 Iteration 1 of, Visual Space Navigator. The other video kind of gives an overview of the project, and now what I want to do is try to give you an overview of how the setup piece of Sprint 1 is going to operate. So I talked to Lee about this a little bit, and I think it probably requires a little bit of a explanation. Okay, so the setup mode of the program is to set up all the images within the room. So we have some assumptions there in the assumptions document. Take a look at those. We're only going to do maybe one door, whatever. We'll restrict the activities to make it simpler to solve the problem the first time. So if you want to make an assumption, just go ahead and make it, but write it down in the document. Okay, so Sprint 1. So what we need to do is we need to, for a given room, so what I'm gonna do is give you the kind of the layout of the back rooms of my house and how I'm thinking, we should present this to the user. Okay, so over here, I'm gonna draw the kind of the pseudocode for what needs to be done. And over here I'm going to draw the picture of the house. And I think the program, if we can make it look as much like this or something similar to that, it will be easier for the user to use it. So first you would start off with I guess a box like this here, and well, it should be square, right? So, and then you would have a take picture button here, maybe a finish room here button at the bottom. And so what's going to happen? The user going to press the take picture button. They need to be facing the door of the room that they came in. Okay? So, or what I call the access door. I'm just going to call it the access door. There could be multiple doors in a room, right? There could be the door to access the room, and then there could be a closet door, or I don't know, TV door, or whatever in the room, right? So we're talking about the access door. So that's the A, access door, AD. Okay, the person comes in there through the access door. They press this button. They're facing this wall here, which is wall number 1. Okay, so I'm going to probably use a different color for that. I'll just use, so that's wall 1. So they press take picture. It takes a image of this wall, and of course there's like light switches and all kind of sort of things there. Maybe even electronic lock on the door here. When they take the picture, it'll show all that, all those things. Okay, so what is he going to do next? He's going to move clockwise, which is this direction in the room. Like the clock. He takes a picture of wall 2. Now, on wall 2 in my room, which is my office, so John's office, is a closet here. Okay? So there's another door there, and that will come into the image. And then he will move. So when he takes this second picture, when you press the button the second time, it's going to make a link between the images. A right link and a left link. Okay, so if I'm facing the door, which is here behind next to me, and I take the first picture, what's going to happen is that image will be there, and there'll be an object called wall, right? And the wall will have a left link and a right link, and of course, the right link is the image to the right, which would be this one, clockwise, and then the image to the left would be the back link. And we're going to use a Q with a point of interest. So if you want to figure out the object, a linked list. A linked list with a point of interest is what we will use for this. So for this piece of the wall. So that is the link. So the wall will have a link which contains a left link and a right link. I don't know if you might have to zoom in on that to see it. I don't know. So anyway, what's going to happen next? User going to go to wall 3, and then of course the links will automatically be placed on the image. You know, automatically the links will be made, and it will link them, you know, to the image like that. So of course, and then they take picture number 4, which is here, and then the links will be made for that one. Okay, so backwards that way, and then forwards link to the right. So this is the right link, is this one, and the other one is the left link, which is that one. Okay, so that is the first part of the setup procedure. Now, when the guy takes the 4th picture, the room may have more than 4 walls. So that's what the finish room button is for. And so you press finish room, okay, and then what's going to happen? Well, over here, a view may roll over onto the iPhone or the iPad, whatever we decide, you know, to build this on. Maybe the iPad might be easier, but I don't know if you guys have an iPad. So iPhone is fine. So we roll over a page, and what's going to come up? It's going to say, you know, what is the name of this room? Okay, so here's our wall. It has a left and right image, but then we have a room object, which has a name. Okay, and we call it John's office. Okay, and what else do we need to know about this room? Well, if the room count is greater than 1, which it's not at this point, we will ask the user which room is to the right which room is to, and we have a little drop down, okay? And they'll pick right, left, front, back of the current room, of this room. So in this case, if it was John's office, if there was more than one room already, it would say which room is to, and it would give a drop down to the right, left, front, back of this room, and put in parentheses John's office, for example, because I typed that in up here when I pushed the finish button the last time. So that's kind of how I see the setup working. Now, what's going to happen when we go to the second room? Well, the second room next to my room is and of course this is facing the back of the house, right? So this list here is relative to the guy facing, as he was facing from the front, look like he's ringing the doorbell, facing to the back of the house. Okay, so he's facing this way. The observer understanding this thing is, so I don't know, this whole thing may need to be flipped over, but in any case, the point of view is to the back of the house. So the room to the left of my room, because I'm facing towards the back of the house, and the door is obviously here. You can see it kind of in the image over here. Is so as I'm facing the back, the image to the left, and when I'm in the hallway there, and I'm standing in the hallway, I will have taken the 4 images the same way as I did here. So I will face this wall and take the first image. So the first image matches here, and that's how you link the 2 rooms. So you link them based upon, so the guy is supposed to take image 1, image 2, image 3, image 4 of this hallway here. Okay, and so now there'll be a rectangular shape for the hallway. And when he takes the 4th image, he will see down here, finish room. He pushes that, and now he's going to say not John's room, but hall 1. And the room counts now greater than 1. So which room is to the right? I pick right because I'm in the hallway, which is next to me, and the right room is this room, John's office. So is to the right of this room, and it will say here hallway 1, because I just typed that in there. That's where I am at this point. Okay, so that's how you will set up the house, and of course in my house, the hallway here, there's another actual room with a door, an access door, which is right here, which goes to Chin Chin room. And of course, at that point, he will go into this room and he will take a picture of this wall first. Okay, and now the first one matches to 2 here. Okay, the second image he took. So you're gonna have to keep track of that. I was even thinking you could do something like, always, I mean, see there's 2 doors here now. We're dealing with 2 doors. So, okay. There's a little flexibility here to figure out how you want to do this. I would just say 2 is associated to 1. I don't know, however you want to, and just make the link, you know. So there'll be also, the room will have a link, right? So the room will have a door array of links to other rooms. Okay? And that's basically how the setup will work. And so I leave you a little bit of flexibility here to figure that part out. I don't want to, this is just an idea as well. So if you come up with a better way, but I think this is the simplest way to solve this problem with some link list with point of interest. And you have 2 objects. You have a room object, you have a wall object to deal with, okay? And of course in the wall object the image will exist there as well. And if you want to make just a separate linked list of images with some details which makes it easier to navigate, you know, this thing, maybe you just want to link them all together as the guys set them up. So it might make it easier to actually enter through the hallway here. Actually, this is where my living room is back here. So there's actually a living room here, and so maybe the next thing I would do is come in and take images of this room, and of course I would make this number 1 because that's where I entered the living room at, and then I would go around this thing clockwise, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I hope that's clear. If not, let me know. I will try to answer your questions and maybe even do a video to explain the details. All right, well, good luck, guys. This is not easy, but you know, in terms of engineering the software itself, the objects we're using are pretty simple. The complication, of course, is in the image processing, and then how are you going to navigate through this thing? You know, like with your finger, you will, once you have this whole set of objects, when you're moving through this, you know, you would, when you move your finger this way, you would go to wall 2, and then to wall 1, and then of course there's an access place here. Okay, and I don't know, you may have to merge the images like Lee was talking about, but that's no problem because you have them here. They're linked together, right, with the links. And so you just merge these and you store it in, this is your setup data. You just leave it in a linked list like this. And so if you need, during the operational mode, to create another set of objects to move through this easier, then you take this and you copy those objects to here and merge them together into some other set of objects which we will define later on during this iteration or maybe in the next one. Okay, all right guys.